Hello, good morning, practice owners. It is Monday, December 1st. I've decided to start doing these because I feel a little isolated and always love connection with other practice owners. No agenda today besides sharing some stuff that's resonating. Going to give you a quick reflection from a book I've really been enjoying, as well as open it up to a little Q&A, holding space if anybody needs to share anything or get any encouragement. We'll start trying to do more and more of these, but yeah, hope you can pull up for a second and enjoy. So I'm going to read you a quick reflection from a book I've really enjoyed called Consolations by David White. Poet, apparently. I've not read a lot of his poetry, but just a really fun kind of reflection on some different words. Today I'm going to read about the word besieged, and you can kind of just sit back, enjoy coffee, and see what it means to you. Um, Hopefully, we'll do this more. So feel free to reach out. Let me know what was valuable, what was not. So, gonna read. Hope this helps some of you. Besieged is how most people feel most of the time, by events, by people, by all the necessities of providing, parenting, or participating, by creative possibilities they have set in motion themselves, and strangely, most strongly besieged by a success they have achieved through long years of endeavor. To feel crowded, set upon, blocked by circumstances, in defeat or in victory, is not only the daily experience of most human beings in most contemporary societies, it has been an abiding dynamic of individual life since the dawn of human existence. In a human life, there is no escape from commitment. Retreat to a desert island, and the lonely islander will eventually draw up a Robinson Crusoe list to make the place habitable or begin building a raft to escape. Tell everyone to go away, and they hang around wanting to know why. Earn a great deal of money to gain individual freedom, and the world moves in for a share of the harvest. If the world will not go away, then the great discipline seems to be the ability to make an identity that can live in the midst of everything without feeling beset. Being besieged asks us to begin the day not with our to do list, but a not to do list. A moment outside of the time bound world, right now, hopefully, in which it can be reordered and reprioritized. In the space of undoing and silence, we create a foundation from which to reimagine our day and ourselves. Beginning the daily conversation from a point of view of freedom and being untethered allows us to re see ourselves, to re enter the world as if for the first time. We give ourselves and our accomplishments, our ambitions, and our overdescribed hopes away in order to see what form they return to us. To lift the siege, we do our best for our children, but then at the right time send them off with a blessing, no matter their perilous direction. We run a business while remembering, as the overhead grows, how this enterprise was originally our doorway to freedom. We celebrate success, but realize that another horizon now beckons, that we have, in effect, to start again many times over. To get the measure of our success, we learn to call for a minute of intimate, close in interiority, rather than a hoped for, unattainable far away. Besieged as we are, it's little wonder that men and women alternate between a dream of a place apart that is untouched by the world, and then wanting to be wanted again in that aloneness. Besieged or left alone, we seem to live best at the crossroads between irretrievable aloneness and irretrievable belonging. And even better is a conversation between the two where no choice is actually available. We are both. Other people will never go away, and aloneness is both possible and necessary. Creating a state of aloneness in the besieged every day may be one of the bravest things that individual women and men can do for themselves. Nel mezzo, or in the midst of everything, as Dante said, to be besieged but beautifully, because we have made a place to stand in the people and the places and the perplexities that we have grown to love, seeing them not now as enemies or forces laying siege, but as if for the first time, participants in the drama, both familiar and strangely surprising. We find that having people knock on our door is as much a privilege as it is a burden. That being seen, being recognized, being wanted by the world or the people in your practice, and having a place in which to receive everyone and everything is infinitely preferable to the opposite. I love that. I think a lot of us as practice owners, entrepreneurs, whether you are a solo practitioner or run a larger practice, we vacillate between this is the greatest thing to ever happen to me. I'm so glad I did this, and what the hell have I gotten myself into? There are days where we feel as purposeful in the lives of other people as we've ever felt, and days where we battle deep resentment and bitterness towards people who are looking for connection and safety themselves. So if that's you on a Monday morning, riding the seesaw between love and hate with this thing that you wandered into, you're in good company. So wanted to share that. Hope that helps some of you to breathe, catch your breath, reflect, not feel alone. As you move into the last month of the year, I want to encourage you to think about what a healthier next year looks like. As they reference in the book, Dante, right, nel mezzo, this idea of being beautifully besieged, being in the middle of it, but embracing it for what it is. What would that look like more in 2026? I know a lot of you right now are probably sitting down, as I am, and making plans for the numbers, right? Planning on what you want to see happen to caseloads and finances and profitability and no-show rates and all those things. But I want to encourage you that probably the easiest practice to run is not the one where the numbers all line up, but one where you feel like this is the place that you would be even on a rough day, on a bad day, that you wouldn't choose anything else. To that end, I would encourage you as you lean into 2026 and planning and visioneering, or whatever you want to call it, that you take some time to reflect on what it would look like to create a practice that that you don't want to run away from. What would have to change? Who would have to be added or removed from that equation? What boundaries would you have to set? What aspirations would you have to let go of, and what voices would you decide that it's no longer your job to prove right or wrong, right? How to make it just your practice, your place in the world, your intersection with other people, and not something that you have to prove anything through, save anyone by, right? That it could just be what it is, which is the place you found yourself, for better or worse, with people that are imperfect, clients that both appreciate you and demand more, all that kind of stuff. So with that, I'm going to pull it in for a landing. I hope that was a helpful reflection for you on a Monday morning. Please reach out on the Facebook page. Reach out through Ken at semiprivatepractice.com. Any of these places, if we can help in the journey whatsoever. Enjoy your Monday. Go get them. You got this. It's not perfect, but it's yours. Take care.